Hey there, Jim Rayner here. I'm covering ConquerCup 14. Now this is round 4 that we're in, and we've got a battle between two clanmates. Steaven85, ranked 23rd on the ladder with a 61-15 record, playing as Empire of the Rising Sun, and Tingu, hailing from Estonia, a country of just 1.4 million people. He is ranked 37th on the ladder this month as an Allies player with a record of 39-3. So with Steaven85 ranked at 23rd and Tingu ranked at 37th, I think we've got two closely matched opponents. This is round 4, and Steaven85 currently holds 9 championship points. Tingu holds 5. Before we started today's action, Steaven85 had 6 points and Tingu had 2. So both of these guys have moved up a little bit, and this is a big game for both of these guys. Now, I really can't think of anything else to put forward as far as setting this stuff up, so let's get it started. Now on the bottom as green Allies we have Tingu, and on the top as red Empire we have Steaven85. Steaven85 begins with a generator core, very standard, and our green Allies player puts up a boot camp, again a standard move. Let's check out our red Empire player. He begins with 2 dojo cores. Let's see what comes out next. Is it another dojo core? It's probably going to be an instant generator. No, actually, it's a refinery core is next. So it looks as though our red player is having 1 dojo core go to each oil derrick, and he's also producing 2 ore refineries. And wow, out comes a 3rd ore refinery. So this is a 3 refinery build by Steaven85. And it looks like Steaven85 is going to try to take these oil derricks with a minimal amount of support. And Tingu is going to make him pay for that. Now the problem is that now we'll have a charging Imperial Warrior, and this engineer and so forth will have to back off. Interesting that Tingu has produced some pretty expensive and a pretty large amount of infantry. He's got javelin soldiers and several peacekeepers. Often players will simply build nothing but peacekeepers, trying to spend as little money as possible on infantry. But Tingu obviously does not believe in that method, and he's got a dog in front of the instant dojo on the left side, which just died, and at this point red has 3 ore refineries, green has 2 ore refineries and an airfield. Green also holds the oil derrick. Green is producing a pretty large mass of infantry, 2, 4, 5, 8. He's got 8 peacekeepers, 2 javelin soldiers, so green has got a substantial amount of infantry, more infantry than we typically see from Allies players lately when they play Empire. Usually they get away from infantry as fast as possible. At this point green is moving his MCV forward. He has 2 refineries going, as I've stated. His first plane is a Vindicator bomber, and it looks like green was pressing forward with his peacekeepers. Red now has a mecha bay on the board. Red does not. Red owns 1 dojo core, and he now has 1 mecha bay. And it looks like green is doing a very efficient job of taking out this dojo core, and he's done so. At this point, I think green knows that red cannot produce infantry because of the scouting that he's done. He's taken out 2 dojo cores. I guess the next question he has is there a 3rd dojo core? And green has also taken out the oil derrick. So the economic advantage right now, and we've now got a heroic Imperial Warrior. The economic advantage for red right now is approximately 1,000 ore per minute, because he's got 4,500 in ore, whereas the green player can make about 3,500 per minute in ore. So the difference is not that big. Now we've got Tengus on the move, and Tingu with his Apollo is going to make those Tengus back off. Both backed off, and now Tingu is pressing with 3, 6, 9, 11 peacekeepers. 13. He's got 13 peacekeepers and 2 bombers. So he can do some damage with those guys. There's no way that this force can take on these Tengus. There's no way that Peacekeepers can take that on. But now there's a couple in the air. And also, I don't think Green, I do not believe Green has scouted Red's 3rd base. Red's 3rd refinery. But now Green now has the economic advantage. Red presses forward with many Tengus, and Green does a great job of doing a little bit of damage, and then Tingu backs right off with his Apollo fighter. So Tingu backed right off, and now Steaven85, he's searching, he's looking for something to do, and while that's happening, Tingu is pressing forward with his Peacekeepers, and I'm pretty sure Tingu knows, and here come the Tengus to save the day, and the Peacekeepers shield up, and they put the shield up again. I'm pretty sure Green knows that I'm pretty sure Tingu knows that Steaven85 has no more Dojo Corps, no more way to produce infantry, and that's what in fact he does. So Steaven85 is remaining at tech level 1, and while this is going on, he lost 2 Tengus to bombers, to Vindicators, and slowly but surely he's going to take away these Peacekeepers. As this is happening,